What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I got a quick question for y'all, man. Should people get your respect if they don't respect themselves? That's a good question to ponder over because that's kind of been the narrative for as long as I can remember. People would say, well, man, um, people can't respect you if you don't respect yourself. Now, in one aspect, I understand that. I agree with that because sometimes when we reduce ourselves to such a low level to where we've stripped ourselves of dignity, it makes it hard for people to respect you from the standpoint of how they look at you. You know what I'm saying? How they view you, like, hey, boy, he just, especially if you were once a person who had that self-respect, who was up at one point, and then people have watched you kind of just fall off in a self-imposed type of way. Not when the world just throws stuff at you and man, I did the best I could and I just fell off. When you do it to yourself, somebody get on drugs real bad and now they out there bad and you see them and you knew them how they used to be and it's like, so respect on that level coming from how people view you. I'm talking about just natural giving of respect to a person no matter what the condition that they're in. And I'm going to try to see if I can help us through that by giving us some understanding on how uh, we see each other compared to how the Creator sees us. Now, when you was formed in the womb, born into the world, God created you in a way that you had the potential to be whatever it is you chose to be. The sky was the limit. He created you in a way that was after his image, right? So that should always be the way we view each other when we initially come into contact with each other. We should look at each other through those types of eyes, regardless of the current condition that you might see your brother, your sister in. You still grant them and greet them with that respect because you have to show the ability to look through where they are and to look at who they really are and what their potential is to actually be. Because you recognize that what you might be seeing in your face is not who they really are or who they're meant to be. So they still are worthy of that respect. And a lot of times, people who have fallen off, they're so used to getting mistreated now. You know, it becomes the norm. They so used to people, hey man, watch out, man. Dope fiend looking, you know, they're used to people talking to them and treating them family members, you know, even like I say, even if it's self-imposed now. But what a positive word or a positive interaction can do for some people can be life changing. Just the energy that you give when you give somebody that positive interaction and that respect. And they thinking like, man, I ain't used to this no more. And you never know what that can do for a person in terms of them making a 180 and getting their life back on track. So just by just the natural order of things, we should always try to see each other through the eyes that the Creator saw us when He was forming and shaping us, not necessarily where they are. So I want y'all to think about that as you move forward. Now, does that mean that you just allow yourself to be stupid behind people, or allow that person, if they still not in their right frame of mind, to manipulate you and use you and take advantage of your kindness and that? Nah, because you still respect yourself. So I'm giving you respect, but don't take it as weakness and make a mistake and think that you can disrespect me or try to trick me in some kind of way. See, you are elevating them when you give that back to them. You're bringing them back to where they're supposed to be. All right, man, it's your big brother, K-Rino. The world has made us into what we see each other as, but that's not really who we are, man. So let's meet people and greet people in terms of what we know they are, not what the world has created them to be. I'll catch y'all later on, man, with another one. Go subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast right now. Catch y'all later on. Peace.